afternoon. An official from the Armed Forces of the Philippines says contingency plans are being crafted in case armed attacks transpire amid China's continued incursion in the West Philippine Sea. Assistant Deputy Chief of Staff for Operations, Captain Peter Jemson de Guzman, discloses this on Tuesday during a joint Senate committee public hearing. In the said inquiry, Senator Bato de la Rosa prods de Guzman on how prepared the force would be in case of armed attacks. To this, de Guzman answers,
"We will be ready when the time comes. And in fact, we are preparing the necessary contingency plans with the supervision of the Department of National Defense for all eventualities, especially in the ongoing missions in the West Philippine Sea."
the tension between China and the Philippines has increased following the August 5 water cannon incident in Ayungin Shoal. The latest aggression occurred when China Coast Guard vessels attempted to block Philippine vessels while moving towards BRP Sierra Madre for a resupply mission on September 8. De La Rosa then tells the AFP official that if that time comes, the lawmakers present in the hearing are all willing to, quote, carry weapons and join the force in fighting.
When the time comes, tawagan nyo kami ni Senator Robin Padilla, Senator Tolentino, Senator Jingo, Senator Risa. We will go with you. Dala kami ng armas. Lalaban kami doon. Samahan namin kayo.
The Office of the Civil Defense says it recorded 5 injuries caused by the magnitude 6.3 earthquake that hit the coast of Cagayan. According to the OCD in its situation report, 5 individuals were injured after a wall collapsed in Calayan, Cagayan. Of the total, 3 sustained minor injuries, while the other 2 sustained brain trauma and head concussion. On the other hand, no deaths have so far been reported during the quake. Meanwhile, the Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology says that as of 8 a.m., it has recorded 99 aftershocks after the magnitude 6.3 Cagayan quake. According to PHIVOLCS, the magnitudes of the recorded aftershocks ranged from magnitude 1.5 to magnitude 3.7, while their depths range from 8 kilometers to 29 kilometers. The magnitude 6.3 earthquake struck at 7:03 p.m. on Tuesday, and its epicenter was located 22 kilometers northeast of the Lupiri Island in Cagayan. PHIVOLCS earlier downgraded the quake from magnitude 6.4 to magnitude 6.3. Reports say thousands of people were killed and at least 10,000 were reported missing in Libya in floods caused by a huge Mediterranean storm. According to a report, more than 2,000 people are dead, while eastern Libya officials cited by local television estimate a toll above 5,000. Storm Daniel barreled across the Mediterranean, sweeping away buildings and wiping out as much as a quarter of the eastern coastal city of Derna. The United Nations Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs says emergency response teams had been mobilized to help on the ground. Apple has unveiled the new iPhone 15 lineup with its Lightning charger ports replaced by a universal charger. The update to Apple's line comes as the Silicon Valley tech giant faces declining sales of iPhones, with premium prices pushing customers to delay switching to newer models. The European bloc is insisting that all phones and other small devices must be compatible with the USB-C charging cables from the end of next year, a move it says will reduce waste and save money for consumers. Along with improvements to iPhone cameras and chips, Apple says the iPhone 15, which includes 4 varieties, would have internal components that simplify repair and a new frame that allows the back glass to be easily replaced. Apple says the iPhone 15 Pro will be at $999, while the iPhone 15 Pro Max will start at $1,199, $100 higher than its predecessor. Here's the latest roundup of today's top stories. Armed Forces of the Philippines preparing contingency plans in case of armed attack in the West Philippine Sea. Libya floods leave thousands dead, 10,000 more reported missing. And Apple unveils iPhone 15 lineup. And these are the stories you need to know today. I'm Neil Mercado. Follow INQUIRER.net on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Reddit. For more stories, visit INQUIRER.net. Good afternoon.